Hello and welcome to, what episode is this? I don't know, of Against the Grain. Episode 5?
Yeah, I think it's 5, yeah. I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, episode 5 of Against the Grain. And today we'll be talking about Conor McGregor versus Mayweather.
And who either of us think is going to win, who maybe has a slight advantage, and according to you, maybe something else is going on under the surface, but I don't believe you, so...
No one really believes me, but no, it's just one of those things. I have a kind of gut feeling it's rigged.
I just don't see why, that makes sense. They're making too much money for them to rig it to create more money. I mean,
I don't know.
I just don't get that, and they're not. Neither one of them are come across to me as fighters who'd be willing to drop a fight.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I mean I don't know. It's just a gut feeling. It's a gut feeling. That's all it is. That is just something going on behind the scenes, kind of thing. That's just that's just a kind of gut feeling. And as I said to you earlier, I just hope both of them just punch the living crap out of each other. That's all I care for.
Yeah, you just want blood everywhere, pretty much.
Yeah, that's all I really care for. I mean, it's an Irishman versus an American. Come on. What would make it a lot better if it was an Irishman versus a Scotsman?
Well, according to folklore, the Scotsman always runs away. So I mean, that's. I mean, I don't know why. That's the folklore. I mean,
Right. Seeing as we're recording this, 2 secs, I'll see how many days and how many hours is left to the fight.
I thought it was on Sunday. So.
No, but I'm pretty sure I looked at a thing this morning that tells you exactly how long's left until the fight.
All right. Okay.
Okay, I can find it. No, fuck it. Right. Let's talk about the odds of who's going to win, because I've got the odds right here.
Okay, well, let's talk about it from also the perspective of let's go by my theory and say it isn't rigged. Okay.
Right. Okay. Go on.
Then. So if it isn't rigged, who do we actually think properly has the chance of winning? So
right, rig wise, just a gut feeling. Rig wise, I think Mayweather's going to win, but
okay.
in a proper fight, I think McGregor's going to win.
All right, okay.
It's just that kind of gut feeling. You've got a gut feeling. It's just like there's something going on behind the scenes of this, and Mayweather's. It's just something's going on. But if it's going to be a proper fight, McGregor's going to win.
Right. It's interesting. I met a lot of people that have said they want McGregor to win, but they feel like Mayweather is going to win, and I feel like the odds are saying that too.
Yeah, I'm looking at the odds right now. Jesus. Right. Well, why do you think McGregor's going to win?
I think he's going to win because he's a lot more of a ferocious fighter than Mayweather is. In MMA, I feel like he's taken on opponents that were extremely tough and all that.
Yeah.
To be either a boxer or an MMA fighter, you need to be insane, a little, But I just feel like a lot of MMA fighters are proper beasts a lot of the time. So I feel like McGregor has taken on a lot stronger opponents and all that. Mayweather's main advantage really is that he's really good at defense. And if he can just keep that up the entire fight, then there's a good chance he can either tire his opponent out till the very end and get a quick knockout, or he wins by decision because he gets in a lot of hits through his defense and all that. But I also think I think McGregor, if he just immediately just goes for it, takes him by surprise, I think he has a pretty good chance of winning. If you look at McGregor's win-loss record, the 3 times he's lost during MMA competitions were via submission. He's never lost by knockout. I think he's a guy that's hard to take down, honestly. I feel like he's a guy who you punch in the face and he doesn't feel it.
Yeah. Possibly.
Where submissions that kind of makes sense because of like if a guy gets you in like a certain like hold or something, a lot of the times because in MMA it's like, well, either I submit or he breaks my fucking arm.
Yeah, I get
So
that. But let's just kind of see what's happening.
there's not going to be a submission in a boxing match. No.
No. Right, let's see. Mayweather with an unbeaten record of 49-0. And the lightweight champion McGregor will clash in it's a 12 round. Shit, fuck.
Yeah, you didn't know it was 12.
No, I thought.
Did you know that they've even dropped the weight of the gloves for the match as well?
No, I didn't. No, what's the weight?
Is it usually like 10? They usually go for?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's 8 now.
Fuck.
That means it's gonna be a fucking bloodbath. So
yeah, that's gonna be a bloodbath. Right, I'm looking at the odds right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Ladbrokes has got McGregor to win at 33-1.
Mm-hmm.
Paddy Power's got McGregor to win at 40-1.
Okay.
NetBet has got Mayweather to win at 40-1.
All right. Okay.
Betfair has got Mayweather to win at 20-1, and William Hill has got bet £10, get £30. So I mean, it looks like the odds are truly in McGregor's corner at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's because when the fight was first announced, basically everyone was saying Mayweather's going to win, but now that it's getting closer to it, obviously people are talking about it a bit more.
Yeah,
and you're getting a lot of people in the boxing business saying McGregor has a pretty good chance of winning. Actually, he also has the age advantage as well. Remember?
Yeah, I mean, what age is Mayweather?
Mayweather's 40 now. McGregor's 29.
Jesus Christ!
Like. I get that Mayweather's he's obviously still in like peak physical condition and all that, but like so's McGregor though. So he has the age advantage, So I'm not saying like an older boxer couldn't like still do it, but just saying McGregor is also fucking insane. So
he is, but that's the thing. It's that whole kind of thing where it's like McGregor's got that kind of that mouth on him, Like it's kind of like a movie, the person with the mouth who's all talk, gets knocked out kind of thing. It might end up like that.
What you mean, like you can talk the talk, but can you walk the walk?
Yeah, right. Something like that. And like films, it's like the big gobby shite. Is all talk, and he's tough to take down, but he goes down anyway, kind of thing. At the end of the film. Yeah,
like in Aliens Hudson, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like the entire start of the movie, he's all like, "Yeah, we got rocket launchers and machine guns, and man, we're gonna kill everything." And then like halfway through the movie, he's like the defeatist one.
Yeah.
Like he's just like, "No, we're all gonna die," and then he ends up dying. So it's like,
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Like the moment he actually has to go into combat, he's a complete wuss. So. But the thing is though, McGregor has actually does have a track record for fights though, so
Here's the thing, in my opinion, seeing now that I know it's a 12-round match, McGregor has to take down Mayweather within the first few rounds.
I'd say if he can take him down within the first 6, even if he only knocks him down once within the first 6, I think he's got a good chance.
Yeah. But if it goes on longer, then it's in favour of Mayweather. Yeah,
Mayweather will pretty much win by decision if they go the distance. So
yeah, that's what I feel. Even though Mayweather is older, I feel he might have more stamina.
Aye. The only thing though is that he may have more stamina, but I think he might also underestimate McGregor though.
Yeah, I get that feeling also.
Because I've also looked at Mayweather's record and all that of who he's taken on, all the people he's beaten. I don't think he's ever fought anyone from Ireland before. So if he goes into this fight thinking he's just a normal guy like everyone else, it's no, he's Irish,
Yeah.
just saying Ireland tend to like produce very manic, very like heavy hitting fighters, you know.
Yeah. Right.
Not like the one in Punch Out, who puts the horseshoe in his glove, but I mean, I don't know if that counts as racist in that game, you know.
That game is extremely racist.
It's owned by Nintendo though, so.
Enough said. I'm looking at the times right now. It is the main event begins at 4 a.m. in London. Well, London time or whatever you call that, the time basis here.
Yeah.
How long until the Mayweather and McGregor fight? From now, which is 8, say 10 past 8 p.m. We have 1 day, 7 hours, 47 minutes, and 17 seconds. So that
here, a lot of people are going to try and actually watch the fight. Usually, get people that like just throw bets down on it, and then because like paying to watch a fight costs probably a bit more than it should a lot of the time.
Yeah, I mean, what channel is it on? Is it pay-per-view?
I just assumed it was going to be on Sky or something, So
I think it's on Sky Sports. Yeah, Sky Sports. Oh, Box Office.
Yeah, so it's pay-per-view now.
Yeah, it's pay-per-view. You're going to have to pay for it.
Here, a lot of people are actually going to go to cinemas to watch it as well.
Yeah, so it's a big thing.
That might be a cheaper way of like seeing it if it's not already sold out. So,
let's see. I'm looking at the stats here. Mayweather age 40, McGregor 29. Height for Mayweather is 5 foot 8 inches. McGregor 5 foot 9 inches. McGregor's got a bigger 2-inch reach over Mayweather.
Right, that's interesting.
So, I don't know. I mean, maybe McGregor has this in the bag if he keeps away from him.
Yeah. As I said, dude, I think McGregor has a better chance than people were letting on at the beginning. So,
yeah, I mean,
I think it's gonna be one of these things where like Mayweather's relied so heavily like defensive boxing and all that, but what happens when he goes up against someone who like his offense is just like off the rails essentially,
Yeah.
Someone who's also really hard to knock out as well. So
right, okay. So if you want to buy this event on Sky Sports Box Office, it's going to cost you £19.95. For UK customers. For Republic of Ireland, it's going to cost you €24.95.
Yeah, great. The euro always does that, where it just goes like, oh, what's that? You want it to be similar to the pound? Oh, no, we're gonna put it up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have no doubt in my mind that it's going to be a great match. I mean, come on. I mean, it's Mayweather and McGregor.
Well, did you watch McGregor's last MMA fight?
No. Who was it against?
I can't remember the guy's name, but it was for like McGregor was he the featherweight champ and this other guy was the lightweight champ?
I think so, yeah.
So the idea was whoever won got both belts.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. That guy, like before the entire like fight, was just like, he ain't got a chance. I'm like the best MMA fighter in the world right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then the moment the match starts, McGregor pretty much like gets him down the ground immediately. So, like the guy did get back up, but like every opportunity McGregor got, he got him off his feet.
Yeah.
And after the fight, the guy was just like, I completely underestimated him. I feel like Mayweather might do the same mistake, honestly.
No wait, he hasn't had a fight this year, has he, McGregor?
I can't remember. I mean,
no wait, this isn't in. No wait.
If he's been training like crazy to fight Mayweather, then
yeah, because his last match, and this is from the ESPN website.
Mm-hmm.
His last fight was against Eddie Alzero or whatever. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm butchering this second name. But it was November 12th last year.
Mm-hmm.
That was the last match.
Have you ever seen the cartoon that takes the piss out of it?
No, I haven't.
Called Crazy Conor McGregor. And it's like the lightweight champion versus the featherweight champion, Conor Tiny Nipples McGregor. Like,
Fuck's
and
sake.
and it's just the two of them standing in the ring holding on to their belts. And it's like, give me your belt. No, you can't have it. It's mine. Give me your belt. No. Quick punch.
Fuck.
Ah.
No, I'm looking.
And then he goes crazy and just starts like he just goes about like town beating the shit out of people and taking their belts.
Yeah.
It's like it's not enough. Give me your belt.
I'm looking at the strikes both of them did in that match.
Yeah.
Eddie got 2 to the head, 6 to the body, and 1 to the leg. Where McGregor got 24 to the head, 7 to the body, and 1 to the leg.
Jeez, 24 shots to the head.
Yeah.
How was he not concussed by the end of that?
Eddie had a strike percentage standing at 100%, so I'm guessing that was, the 2 to the head.
Right.
But McGregor had a 75.1% standing percentage, a 9.4 clinch, and a 15.6 ground strike percentage.
All right.
And McGregor got 3 knockdowns on Eddie.
Right.
Fucking hell. 71 in total shots.
Hey, give the guy this. There's some people that like get one shot in MMA and then they're like down immediately. So
I know.
that guy at least knew how to take a beating.
Fuck, I know. Let's see. Knockout on the second round. I mean, here's the thing. Fuck it. If McGregor can get Mayweather down in the first few rounds, then McGregor's going to win.
Right.
But if it goes on longer than a few rounds, then Mayweather has it in the bag.
Aye.
In my opinion, that's the way it might go.
Basically, McGregor has to wear Mayweather down before Mayweather tires McGregor out.
Yeah.
I think Mayweather, if he's able to just sustain all the damage and all that, McGregor's just going to be exhausted.
Yeah.
Whereas if McGregor just fucking goes for it and Mayweather just can't handle what's being thrown at him, then he's fucked. So,
I mean, that's the thing. It's a full-on boxing match, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So no mixed martial arts, nothing.
No. It's pure boxing. So,
fuck.
I'm surprised they're not having 2 matches where one's MMA and one's boxing. So,
yeah, but that's most likely.
Well, that's the thing though. If McGregor does win, there's totally going to be a rematch.
Yeah, there is.
Because Mayweather, that would be his perfect record gone. So there'd have to be a rematch.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, it's on Sunday, so it's not that far away. I mean,
it's going to be interesting. So,
I mean, when did this get announced? Like June or something?
Yeah, something like that. But they've been talking about it longer than that. So,
yeah, it finally got announced in June. So I mean, fuck's sake. I mean, we'll see what happens.
Do you think there's any chance of the two of them having an MMA fight though?
Fuck no. No.
Nah, McGregor would win that like 95% of the time. So
it's fucking more than 90%. McGregor would fucking kill him.
Nah, if you heard the thing actually about Brock Lesnar's return to MMA is actually delayed.
That's because he won at SummerSlam.
But they had him win at SummerSlam because the guy who he was going back to UFC to fight, I think it's turned out that he has tested positive for like performance enhancers.
Oh.
So Lesnar doesn't have an opponent to fight, so he needs to stay at WWE a bit longer.
Fuck's sake.
But
that's the thing.
I just find that ironic. It's like that's why they got UFC like chucked Lesnar for a little while.
No, but isn't that the thing?
It's
like even though if Lesnar decides to go back to the UFC, he still has like 5 months suspension from the UFC. Yeah, it's like 6 months suspension because of his of expected drugs.
Yeah. Because they couldn't really test positive for performance enhancers, but he had the drug in him that prevents them from detecting them. So
Yeah.
now, like, just looking at like a lot of MMA stuff right now, it's really weird. Like, especially now that like McGregor isn't actually one of the people taking part in it because he's going to have a boxing match. Like, CM Punk is already talking about getting another UFC match.
I have a feeling Punk's going to go back to Ring of Honor.
I don't know why he didn't just do that in the first place. Because there's people like Cody Rhodes and stuff who are like, they're able to like tour between like Ring of Honor and New Japan, all that, go all these different places all within the span of a year, and he's making bank. So
I mean, imagine Punk and Ring of Honor get or New Japan wrestling with the Bullet Club.
Yeah, that'd be brilliant. So,
but I mean, that's the thing. I feel sorry for Punk because, you know, you do something for so long, and a company that you've been working for just takes that passion away from you because just, you know, it must be such a shitty feeling.
Yeah. I think Daniel Bryan's feeling the same way, honestly. So
I know,
because I mean, obviously it's all because he can't wrestle for WWE because the doctors won't clear him.
Even though he can't fight.
Yeah, even though the doctors outside of WWE are like clearing him. It's I know I think it's a big grey area. On the one hand, it's like clearly he does have some post concussion stuff going on.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if he's being cleared by other doctors outside of the place, it's like then he might be able to just scrape by as long as he doesn't, you know, continue doing the flying headbutt, you know. So
yeah, that's true. I completely agree with that. But that's the thing. I mean, talking about like Brock Lesnar and CM Punk going to UFC, I mean, I doubt any more wrestlers. I mean, Ronda Rousey is coming to wrestling.
Yeah.
That's a definite. That's a definite. They're most likely going to stick a title on her.
Yeah, definitely. Do you think she'll get Raw Women's Champion or SmackDown's Women's Champion? Or do you think she'll be the next Universal Champion?
I'm going to say Universal Champion.
You just think Braun Strowman's gonna get it? Then nope, Ronda Rousey. You know?
Yeah, it's like he'll get it, then she'll come out and be like, "Congratulations, flip!"
And then that Strowman bury Trevor, you know. So
I know you were beaten by a woman. What? Nothing.
No. Quite interesting thing I read recently about an MMA fight that was meant to happen this year, I believe, but still hasn't happened.
All right, okay.
You remember Ken Shamrock, right?
Yeah.
You remember Dan Severn, right?
Yeah.
The two of them are meant to have a rematch this year.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Even though they're both like in their 50s, I think now.
Yeah, I think so.
And Shamrock, like ever since he turned 40, his losses just piled up like crazy. He used to have like an amazing record. Now it's like it's almost equal.
Jesus.
His win-loss record. Dan Severn's one is still really good. That's because though like he did like 100 fights, so he has like over 80 victories under his belt. You know.
Right. Ken Shamrock is 53 years old.
Mm-hmm. How old is Dan Severn? So.
Dan's 2 seconds. Just having a look.
Because from what I've seen, the reason they won't have a rematch is because they've had two before.
Yeah.
Shamrock won the first one, and then Severn won the second one. I don't know why they've waited this long to have the third one, but supposedly it keeps getting delayed, and Severn keeps blaming Shamrock for delaying it. Which I find interesting because Shamrock's usually the one that comes up with excuses for why he loses. So
true. Dan is 59 years old.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, he's maybe retired from MMA now. So
yeah, right. Mixed martial arts. Mixed martial arts record total 127. Wins 101 by knockout.
Yes, his win record is insane. So
wins 101 by knockout 17, submission 60, decision 24, losses 19, 3 knockouts, 9 submissions and 7 decisions, and he's drawn 7 times.
I genuinely believe if he had less fights than that, he could have been undefeated.
Yeah.
But no, it's the fact that he was like, no, I need to do like over 100 fights. It's like
with Shamrock, he has a kickboxing record of 1, and he's lost 1 by knockout.
Yeah, I don't think his kickboxing career really took off. So
no. Mixed martial arts, 47 in total, 28 wins, 2 knockouts, 23 submissions and 3 decisions. Losses 17, 11 by knockout, 4 by submissions and 2 by decisions, and 2 draws.
Yeah, if you look at his full record though, you'll see where the losses start, and that's like clearly he's getting older, and he should have he should have just stopped, but he didn't, which is. I get if he needs money and stuff, but I've heard he's like 50 Cent's bodyguard, so it's like, sure, you got to be making decent money off of that. I mean, I think he's even like a drill instructor as well or something. So
yeah, I think so. I'm having a look to see what we gain.
I saw an interview with him like way back. Might have been last year actually. And instead of just going like, oh, I like fought way beyond my prime and all that, but no, he has an excuse for every time he's lost.
Fuck's sake.
It's really funny. He claims like either, oh, I underestimated him, or like, oh, this move I was really good at got made illegal just before the fight and I wasn't allowed to use it. It's like, then use another move, you know. He claims that's how Severin beat him the second match, saying that like the first time they fought, MMA was kind of like a free-for-all in terms of like what you could use. He says by the time they had the rematch, a bunch of moves that he used were made illegal, and that's how Severin beat him. And I'm just like, that just kind of sounds like an excuse. Like, surely if you've been told, right, these moves are illegal, you change your fight strategy and all that. But instead he makes it sound like he just went into the fight just like, I don't know what to do. I can't do anything, you know. Like, he might as well have just been a mannequin doll, you know. So I don't know what's more embarrassing to hear. So
yeah, I found an article here dated the 5th of the 4th 2017, and it is Ken Shamrock wants to face Brock Lesnar.
Oh yeah, he said that in the interview as well. Actually,
yeah. Being able to fight a guy like Brock Lesnar, who is a wrestler who has very limited skills in striking, in my prime and him in his prime, he doesn't have a chance. How can you beat me? You can't beat me if I'm in my prime and I have all these skill sets.
But Ked, you're not in your prime anymore. Stop thinking you're in your prime. I mean,
dude, if you get in the octagon with fucking Brock Lesnar is going to tear you apart. Yeah, and I don't mean that in like the sense of like he's just going to knock you out. He's literally going to tear you apart.
No, literally look up how many fights Shamrock has won from the past 10 years. I think he's only like won 2 or something.
Jesus.
His record used to be like astounding. He was considered one of the best MMA fighters. And then you look at the record now, it's like he should have stopped at some point.
Yeah, he should have.
But I do think that is an interesting idea. If Shamrock was in his prime, could he beat Lesnar? I think he maybe could, you know.
True, maybe.
But obviously he's not in his prime anymore, so the idea of that happening is a bit like, please don't do it, you know. Like,
it'll be one of those things where, you know, both of them are getting the octagon, then, you know, it cuts to the audience and all I hear is, God, leave me alone! God, no!
No, yeah, but the thing is, though, that won't be Lesnar attacking him, that'll just be Shamrock's hip breaking. So he takes like one step forward, just like, oh God, no, wait, Jesus. And then interview after the fight, just like, well, I lost that fight because you see, they banned my move before I could start the match, you know.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, but apparently he's been the one who's delaying his rematch with Severin, though. So,
I mean,
at least that'd be fair. You know, they're both old, so you know.
True. I mean, it's one of those things where it's just like, stop talking about your prime and just get on with your, middle age and just accept that you're old.
Now he also did say in the same interview though, like his like all the titles he's got and all that.
Mm-hmm.
He says like the only title he didn't ever get was the WWE title, and he still has a desire to get it. I just don't see him returning at any point to actually. And if they ever did put it on him, I just don't see that happening. You know,
No, it would never happen.
Even if like you get the Royal Rumble or whatever, and he comes out as like a guest or something, I just don't see them putting the title on him at this point. You know, like maybe back in the day, if he completely committed himself to professional wrestling instead of doing the half and half, maybe he could have got the title. But no, they I don't think he was reliable with the title. You know, if he was going to be constantly going in and out, you know.
Yeah. No, right. Well, seeing as we've spoken about UFC and the big match, so let's talk about SummerSlam and Raw and SmackDown for a bit.
Just fuck SummerSlam, okay?
It was terrible, wasn't it?
I would say 2 or 3 good matches in total out of like a shit ton, which that isn't good, you know.
No, I mean, I loved the last match. Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman, Samoa Joe, and Roman Reigns.
I'd say the highlights were that one, and the Raw Tag Team match against Sheamus and Cesaro and Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
That was pretty darn amazing, but that's because the 4 of them are brilliant, so, you know.
But just the last match was just awesome.
The last match was great, but the ending did piss me off a little bit.
You saw it coming.
Yeah, I did see it coming, but I was... All I could think to myself when Strowman was like destroying Lesnar, all I could think to myself was, holy shit, Strowman's going to win the title.
No.
You know? And then when Brock came back, I was like, well, he's winning, you know? So.
No, I didn't think that one bit. It's like, when he put him through the tables, I was like, he's going to get stretched off, he's going to come back at the end of the match, and he's going to win. It's so fucking predictable.
Oh, no, I genuinely like thought to myself, they were going to wheel him off, and that was going to be him. Like... That's how he leaves WWE.
Yeah,
like that's how they get rid of him because they didn't want the Beast to lose. You know, even though it looks like they're building up to Strowman destroying him again. So
I'm looking forward to that match.
No, because that entire bit was like so chaotic. Strowman like knocked everyone down, and he just specifically targeted Lesnar, slammed him through 2 tables, and then picked up the other one and threw it on top of him. And it's like, how strong is he actually meant to be? I mean, why isn't he the one in UFC? He'd fucking like dragon punch a guy and kill him, basically, you know. So.
Oh Jesus! No, but I mean, the worst part of SummerSlam was the pre-show. I mean, the Hardys with versus the Miz and his entourage. I mean, no one was there at all.
Yeah. Usually find if like the pre-show is like if there's not like a match being like fought for anything, nobody's really gonna go to it, you know. They just consider it to be like an exhibition thing.
I know.
Or there's the case of was it WrestleMania 2016? Apparently it was just really difficult to get into the arena.
Oh yeah, there was a problem with that, wasn't there?
Like even after the show started, half the people weren't even in yet. It wasn't until Styles versus Jericho people actually got in.
Yeah. No,
so
it's hilarious. But what do you think Randy Orton versus Rusev?
Fucking bullshit. I don't know. Like, I'm sorry. Okay, look, I get it, okay? Randy, you've made him go through some shit this year, okay? Even last year you made him go through some shit. You had him be part of the Wyatt family. You then had him betray the Wyatt family. You then had him lose to Jinder 3 times. So yeah, he deserves a good victory, but that was not a good victory. That was fucking terrible. That was one RKO. And Rusev no fucking way. Rusev is one of the toughest heels in the company. He is one of your future stars potential
Nope.
world title
Nope.
holder, and you're gonna do that to him, you know?
Nope, it's not going to happen. There's a rumor that him and Lana are asking for their release.
Rusev confirmed on Twitter that was just a rumor.
Oh, that was just a rumor.
Yes, according to Rusev, that is just a rumor. So
right, okay.
Hey, don't get me wrong, it wouldn't surprise me. Like, if like once his contract's done, he doesn't re-sign. But at the same time, why do they hate him?
I don't know.
Get it. What has he done wrong aside from marry Lana when they didn't want him to? I mean,
it's like ever since then his push has just been shite.
I just don't. What kind of? Okay, fine, mate. Fine. You know, like point the finger and be like, "Yo, we had a storyline going on. You broke kayfabe. Blah 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 blah." But why do you just make him seem like he's shit? I mean, this isn't like Corbin, who I can understand why they're kind of shitting on him right now, is because he was apparently saying some unflattering things on Twitter to troops and stuff.
Yeah, true.
And you know, you don't you know, when your opponent right now is John Cena, don't fucking mock the troops, you know.
Yeah, very very.
You know,
true.
John Cena, best friend to the troops. So like even during that match, I was like, Cena isn't taking this seriously, because I wouldn't be surprised if backstage it was actually discussed that was going to be the squash match. But instead they decided, no, Randy needs a quick, good victory. But as I said, it was not a good victory. That match benefited no one. It makes Orton look like, you know, a shrill. Like yeah, I'll just do anything the company tells me.
Yeah.
It makes him look ridiculously strong beyond the way he actually looks and performs. Like Goldberg looks like, yeah, a couple hits off that guy and you're fucking down, okay?
Yeah.
Like, they do realize that the RKO is not as powerful as like the memes make it out to be. You know, like, isn't like he's actually like grabbing them from like the top of the earth and slamming them down to the ground. And then to do it to Rusev of all people, like, as I said, that's a guy who I think like has a massive like future with that company, and they're just doing this shit to him, you know, and they're making him look like, oh, one RKO takes this fucker down, you know.
Yeah.
This isn't like, I mean, like even James Ellsworth had a longer match against like Strowman. For fuck's sake, you know. I mean, technically the match with Rusev and Orton was longer than, you know, I'm making it out to be, but I'm talking about the moment the bell rang.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Rusev like fucking chucked Randy about, but it's like, yeah, but the match hasn't even begun yet though, so you know it doesn't really count. And then the moment the bell goes off, Randy just gets back up and like completely, like he sells it at first, but then he completely undersells it the moment he does like the most powerful RKO in the world.
Yeah,
you know.
Fuck.
Oh jeez, I can't breathe after that.
You went right into it. No, but just.
Oh come on, you're pissed too. I mean,
I'm not pissed. I just find it incredibly funny. I really do. I find it unbelievably funny how they treat some superstars. I mean, the Nakamura match versus Jinder Mahal, that was a terrible match.
Oh god, I still remember you and I were talking about it, thinking, oh, that's going to be a decent match.
I was like, it's going to be a fantastic match.
Oh man, I thought it was going to be this great match of strength versus skill, you know?
Yeah.
Jinder was going to rely on power, Nakamura was going to rely on skill. And then, no, they just kind of grabbed each other a few times, taunted each other a few times.
Yep.
And then it just ended. I was like, just the moment Jinder pinned him, I was like, wait, that was it?
Yep, that was it.
Like, and it was the same ending that every single Jinder pay-per-view match has, which is the Singh brothers jump in and distract his opponent and then he pins them. It's like, stop doing that. I mean, and you could just tell by the crowd's faces, no, Jinder should not have won that. Yeah, I think people wouldn't have given a shit how kind of shit the match kind of was if Nakamura just won at the end.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, it's people thought this was going to be right. They're going to take it off of Jinder because he's had it for quite some time, and now Nakamura is going to get a good title run. It turns out no, this is only the beginning of their feud.
Fuck. And
it's going to continue on until October, and the rumour is it will conclude at Hell in a Cell. Which I'm calling now. Jinder as champion is going to go, we're not going to fight in the cell, Nakamura. It is going to be the Punjabi prison.
Yeah.
And it's going to be called Hell in a Punjabi Prison.
Oh, fuck.
No, but what's going to happen is it's going to be the same as the Jinder Orton Punjabi Prison match, except when Kali comes out, Nakamura is going to like kick him or something, and his knees are going to collapse, and he's actually going to escape the prison, and we're all going to wish WWE did not do this experiment ever.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm sorry, like I know what people like think Jinder's kind of a joke champion and all that, but I feel like it's not his fault. It's the creative's fault. They're making him look
like strong.
I feel like when you see him in interviews and all, he's very passionate about the business, and he loves the idea of like being the champion and all that. But just they need to give him more interesting shit to do, you know?
Yeah, they do. They really, really do.
Ugh.
No, but I mean, just all the matches were just bad. I was looking forward to Finn Balor versus.
Oh god, yeah. Even that was just like pulling teeth. That so.
Yeah, I mean that was one match I was really looking forward to. And I was like, this is bad.
No, because I think I was right about that match, though. The two of them did just kind of look at each other and do the oogity boogity, scary, scary kind of stuff, you know? Like, Demon Balor just kind of comes across as Finn Balor, but now he goes a lot, you know? Yeah. and Bray was just kind of like, oh my god, he's terrifying. It's just like, wait, what? Why do you think this is terrifying? Like, isn't the point of your character that you're the creepy one, you know?
Yeah.
Why do you think a guy rolling about in the floor in makeup, who his makeup, every time I can't look at his makeup without thinking he's just drawn like Venom's mouth on his shoulders, and it's just going.
Yeah.
Balor's a good wrestler, but like I just thought like they were doing this because they gotta have their supernatural match in there, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I was almost expecting Sam and Dean to walk out and put salt around the two of them at one point, you know?
I could imagine. No, but I mean, just SummerSlam was disappointing, and so was Raw and SmackDown.
Oh, we're forgetting a few matches though. Big Cass versus Big Show.
You can fuck off with that.
I forgot that even happened. I forgot it even happened.
You know the reason why I forgot? Don't want to talk about it?
Because it was boring.
Because Angel was stripped down to his underwear and oiled himself up and slept out the bars. And I was thinking, isn't this meant to be PG?
Yeah, that seemed a bit too, I don't know, like raunchy to be in a PG program, you know?
I was just thinking to myself, this is meant to be a fucking PG.
Oh, and Big Cass won, so you know.
Yeah.
No surprise there. I mean, but once again, he should be doing something more interesting than just fighting the Big Show because they're both the big guys, you know.
Well, seeing as Big Cass is injured now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's injured. He's out.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he had a Brooklyn street fight with Enzo and Raw, and he toppled over the ropes, and the way he landed, it looked like he actually like banged his knee pretty damn badly. And when he was going for the Empire elbow, he couldn't jump up because his knee gave way.
Ah, jeez, that's a shame then.
So he's injured, and Enzo is now
on 205 Live. Yeah. I'm calling it when Cass recovers from injury and comes back. They'll give him a gimmick change, and I'm calling it.
You could be right, actually.
He'll come back as like as I don't know, like Roman Reigns' stunt double or something, you know.
Most likely, yeah.
My name's Roman Reigns. This is the big dog.
Right. Seeing as we've talked about SummerSlam and Raw a bit, because Raw wasn't that good, to be honest. Raw really wasn't. Braun Strowman, beat up Brock Lesnar. Boom, done.
That's fun. Yeah.
That was Raw.
I could watch that and repeat, honestly. That one clip, you know.
But there wasn't much to talk about. Same with SmackDown.
Yeah, you usually find like the episodes after one of the big four, they just like they just kind of treat it as like a rest day, you know.
Yeah,
Like, let's lay back a little bit. Don't do anything too seriously. I almost think they shouldn't do the Raw after the pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
I think if it's considered a rest day, then just give the wrestlers a holiday, you know?
Yeah.
Like I know it's a scheduled program and all that, but it's like there's like if you have to put something in the time slot for Raw, just to be like, right, it's the night off for the wrestlers or whatever, you know, it's a little bit of R&R, so they have enough material to be like, here's like a highlight reel from like the Attitude Era or something like that for tonight's Raw, and they don't have to make it 3 fucking hours like they do every week, you know. So like I would watch that, you know. So
no, but I don't know,
because it'd be rest for the fans as well. Do you think like some of the fans who like obviously like, get drunk at Mania and all that are like, yeah, time to go watch, time to watch Raw now, you know? No, they're fucking tired out, you know.
Exactly, but I mean,
this has been kind of a stale like wrestle year. I like to me like a wrestle year. Like it's not like January, like the start of the year, or whatever. No, I consider like in wrestling a year truly starts after Mania.
Yeah.
I feel like after the recent Mania, everything's just kind of been going downhill because Mania was absolutely like top notch, and they haven't. It just feels like we're gonna have to wait for Mania again to recapture that.
Yeah.
Maybe Survivor Series will be good. Last year's Survivor Series was very, very good. So you know,
I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. I mean, I'm hoping that it gets better. I don't know if it will.
We can only hope, you know. So,
but I mean, right now it's not good. I'm not enjoying it. I mean, fine. I only watch kind of like the highlights of it. I don't have the time to sit down and watch like 3 hours of Raw and 2 hours of SmackDown.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is. I don't have the time to do it.
And then however long NXT goes on for as well.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. So I don't have.
I'm calling it now with the Universal title. By the way, Braun Strowman's about to win, and then Hulk Hogan returns and does the atomic leg drop, and he wins it. So.
Fuck no. If that happens, I'm going to kill myself.
Hey, there has been talks of Hulk Hogan coming back.
They
might let bygones be bygones, so you know.
I mean, he can come back. Just don't do something stupid like that.
But it's Hulk Hogan though, so.
I do not care. He said some really shitty stuff. So let's keep it at that.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. So.
Yeah, we'll see. But in my opinion, he shouldn't come back. Well, he should come back if they make a deal, but don't force it.
I think suspending him from the Hall of Fame was maybe going a bit too far.
Yeah, that was extremely far.
I mean, if it's like we don't wish to continue employing you, fine. But to me, it's just like it's not like he killed anyone, you know. So
exactly.
Not to mention he didn't like. It's not like he publicly went out and spoke those words, you know. This was a case of he spoke them in private, which I'm not saying that justifies it. Like he shouldn't have said them in private either. But at the same time, it's not like he like went out of his way to like go up to someone and call them something really horrible, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But I mean, this is the thing, in my opinion, you can say whatever the fuck you want in private. Say what the fuck you want. As long, I don't know. I've just not been that kind of person where it's like you can say whatever you want in private because no one's there. Just, don't. I don't know. Don't make it out to be a, like you were.
Just make sure no one's recording it.
Yeah, like you knew the camera was there and you were just doing it. But he handled that whole situation completely wrong.
Well, I mean, he's a lot richer for it now, though.
I know,
when you really think about it, he shut down the entire website.
No, don't get me wrong, he is, but I mean, he handled the whole situation completely wrong.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I'm not like desperate for him to come back, so.
Yeah. Oh well, fuck it, same. But let's end this on predictions on who's going to win Mayweather and McGregor.
I bet you £10 McGregor wins.
Right. Okay. I'm going to say Mayweather just so we can have this bet, and it's not going to be £10. It's going to be
come on.
no. It's not going to be £10. It's going to be whoever wins this bet has to pay either into the cinema and get a pint for each other.
Right. Okay.
Because that equals up to a tenner.
Fine.
Well, for me, it's pay me into the cinema and get me an iron brew.
Right. Cool.
Because I can't drink. So.
Well, fine. We'll do that. Fine. Okay.
Cool.
Oh. Even though no one ever wants to bet money on this. It's stupid. Like, no, I tried to get people to bet on the presidential election, and nobody would bet money. It was all about pints, and guess who was like a pint richer after that? You know, this guy. You know, so
not a good thing.
I think people are just scared I'm going to be right again. You know, so.
No, I mean, having nothing. No, you're most likely are going to be right. That's the thing. But I'm just saying. No, I'm just going to vote for Mayweather just for the hell of it.
McGregor's going to thrash him. He's going to do it. You know.
Yeah.
He's gonna break that undefeated streak. You know.
I want to see each other just beat the living crap out of them.
He's going to do a Scott Hall and pull out a cattle prod on Goldberg. You know. So that's what he's going to do. You know. Break the fucking streak. You know. So.
No, I just want to see each of them beat the living crap out of each other. That's all I want.
Yeah. It'll be fun to watch at least, you know.
Exactly. It'll be a fun fight to watch. It'll be hilarious. It'll be hilarious. But I've got Mayweather just for the hell of it.
Well, McGregor, you know. So
yeah.
he's gonna get in the ring. He's gonna give me your belt, you know. So.
Give me your belt. But I think we'll leave it at that, seeing as we're recording for 52 minutes now. We're going to leave it at that because we really can't talk about that fight anymore until it actually happens. So we'll leave it at that. Tell us what your predictions are for the Mayweather and McGregor fight's going to be. If you ever decide to comment, guys, whoever's going to listen to this.
Search your feelings. You know McGregor will win. You know, so
and just put it down in the comments. It's free. Share, like, subscribe. It's all free. Give us something for this.
Are you just hoping like people who are really tight with their money are going to listen to this? Like, it's free, guys. It's free.
It's free, guys. Just subscribe. We need it.
Well. That's the predictions thrown down anyway. So
yeah. So we'll see you guys in the next podcast.
Excellent. So,
and I hope you all enjoy the fight. The fight of the year.
It's gonna make me a pint richer. So
Yeah, we'll see.
Or a pint heavier. So
We'll see.